Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to write a program for calculator using functions. So guys, let's get started. First of all, as we know that we will require addition, multiplication and division and subtraction for our calculator. So we will first declare these functions. So void add, and it will accept two integer parameters. Void subtract, it will also accept two parameters of integer type. Add, subtract, then multiply. And finally divide. Integer types. Now we will start coding from our main function. First of all, I have to declare three variables, two integer variable and one character variable. Int num1, num2, and a character variable operator. Now you have to take input in these two numbers. Cout enter two numbers. End of line. Scene console in num1. In this way we can take input from the user using scene function, scene object. So now I have to take input in our operator, character variable operator. Cout enter operator. Depending on this operator, if the user enter plus, multiply, divide, we will, depending on this operator, we will perform addition, subtraction, multiplication or division based on this operator. So I will use switch or operator, then case 1, our case is, first case is if the user enter plus symbol, then what we will do, we will call our addition function. So here we will call our add function and pass num1 comma num 2 semicolon. Then break statement. I also have to write the definition of this add function down here. So here we will write void. Void means this function returns nothing. Add, and it accepts two parameter int, say a, int b. So we can write different name here. Here we have written num1 and num2. Here we can give different name because the compiler knows that these a and b are this num1 and num2. So here I will display the results. Cout addition a plus b. We will add these two numbers. So addition is equal to a plus b. So num1 will come here and num2 will be stored in b, and then we are adding these a plus b, means we are adding num1 and num2, because when this function we are calling this function here, the control will directly jump here. So this is our add function. Next, we have to write the other case for subtraction. We call our sub function sub num1 comma num2. This is our subtraction function. Subtract. So we have called our subtract function. Again break statement. Now we will write the definition of this subtract function. So down here we will write void, means this function will not return anything. Subtract, and then in parentheses two integer parameter. You can give any name here. So cout subtraction is equal to less than a minus b, insertion operator, then a minus b, and then again insertion operator, end of line. So this is the definition of our subtract function. We are simply subtracting a from b, means we are subtracting num1 from num2, because this num1 will be passed here to a and num2 will be passed to second parameter here b. Now again case for multiplication. Multiply function, and we will pass num1 and num2 as a parameter. So here we have called our multiply function. If the user enter the operator multiplication operator, then we will call our multiply function. Again break statement, and now we will write the definition of this multiply function down here, also the body of the main function. Void so what is the syntax of writing the definition of function? Return type. Void means it is nothing. Then function name, the function name is multiply, and then in parentheses parameters int a and b, because we are passing two parameters here, num1 and num2. So here we will multiply our 2. So multiplication is equal to less than insertion operator, then a multiply by b, again insertion operator, and end of line. Similarly we will write the case for division column. So we have to follow the syntax case keyword, then our operator and column. Here we have to call our divide function. So num1 and num2 are two parameters here. So now we are calling our divide function, because if the user enter operator division operator, then this case will be executed, because this will match with division operator. So again break statement, and finally we have a default case in switch statement. So here we will display the message that invalid operator, means user have not entered a valid operator. User have entered any other thing instead of plus, minus, multiply or divide. If the user will enter anything, any other operator, then this default will be executed, you invalid operator. You entered an invalid operator. So we have written the definition for our divide function. No, so here we have to write the definition of our divide function. Also it's a body of main function. So void, what is the syntax? Then first return type, that is void, means this function returns nothing, and then the function name is divide, and then in parentheses parameters int a, int b. Cout division A divided by B, insertion operator, end of line. So far so good. So this is our simple program for calculator in C++ language. So guys, let's execute this program. So what we have to do, first we have to write the declaration, or this is known as function declaration or function prototype. So you have written the function prototype file or the function above the main function, and then I am calling these function in our main function. All the function I have used switch statement so that we can execute a function depending on this operator. Means if user want to add two numbers, then user will enter this plus operator. If the user want to subtract two numbers, then user will enter this subtract operator, and depending on the operator, our regarding case will be executed. So guys, let's execute this program to check whether it's working fine. Will take some time. So ten, and then operator, let's say plus operator. So addition is equal to 20. So our program is working correctly. Let's again execute this program. 10, 5, 105 and 12, and we have to subtract these numbers. So minus operator. So subtraction is equal to 93. Okay, good. Similarly, we will check our division. 12, 6, and our operator is division operator. So division is equal to 2. Good. 6 2s are 12. So our program is working correctly. So now let's execute this program manually for better understanding. So guys, our program execution always starts from the main function. First of all, I have written the prototype of all the function that we will define down after the main function. This is our main function. So the program execution always starts from main function. So our control will start execution from this main function. So first of all, I have declared two integer variable num1 and num2. Then I have declared a character variable operator op. Then I am taking input in these two integer variable num1 and num2 from the user. So user will enter two numbers. Then depending on these numbers, then after entering two numbers, the user will have to enter a operator, because I am prompting the user to enter the operator. See, 12, and after that I am prompting the user to enter a operator. Now I have to enter a operator. Let's suppose I entered the operator plus operator. So now addition is equal to 24. So when I enter this operator, the control comes here, and here we are starting a switch statement. We are using a switch statement. So switch op contains, I have entered plus. So op contains plus. So our control will match with this plus operator with this first plus operator. So this operator is matched with this plus operator. So this case will be executed. So we are, in this case, we are calling our add function. Whenever our control, this is our function call. How we can call our function? Simply write the name of the function and then in parentheses parameters. So we are calling our addition function here. So when the function call comes, the control will directly jump to the definition of this function. So the control will directly jump to the definition of this add function down here. So here we are, the control will execute this function. So in this function we are saying void means this function will not return anything. Then add the name of our function and then two parameters. So first parameter we are what is first parameter? In first parameter we are passing num1. So num1 contains 12. So num1 contains 12 because we have entered 12 in num1. See here we have taken input from the user in num1 m2 and so num1 contains 12. So first parameter is num1. So this num1 means 12 is passed down here. So here a will 12 will be passed, so a will contain 12. Similarly num2 also contains 12. So here we are passing second parameter num2. So num2 also contains 12. So this 12 will be passed down here and b will contain 12. First parameter value num1 a and num2 will be assigned to b. Both of these now contains 12. So in the body of the function then we are saying cout addition is equal to, so cout console out, this is our function to show the output on the console window. Cout object is used to display the on the console window. So addition is equal to, written in double quotes, will be similarly printed on the console window. So addition equal as similarly printed. Then a plus b, a contains 12, b contains 12. So a plus b, 12 plus 12, which is equal to 24. So 24 is printed here. Then we are ending this line. Then after executing this function, so here this the closing braces of this function, the control will again jump back where it was here, and in the next line we have written a break statement. So what is the function of break statement? Break statement takes the control out of the body of switch statement. So this break statement will take the control out of this switch. So our control will directly jump here down the switch after the switch statement, and here our program terminates. So our program terminates here. Press any key to continue. Similarly num2 is also 12 and then operator is multiply symbol. So 12 12 are 144. So now I have taken to input num1 12 and then operator I have entered multiplication symbol. So the control will come here. OP contains multiply symbol. So OP match with this because OP contains multiply. This is plus symbol. So OP does not match with this operator. So the control will skip the statement under this case. So the control come to this second case. OP match with minus, no, because OP contains multiply. So control will also skip the statement under this case because this case is not matched with this OP operator, which is multiply. So multiply is matched with OP matched with multiply symbol, yes. So the control comes here because this multiply symbol is matched with OP operator because OP contain also contains multiply. See here we have entered multiplication operator. So the control will execute the statement under this case. So here we are calling our multiply function. So the control will directly jump to the definition of this function when we are calling, because we are calling this function. So this is our multiply function call. So our control will directly jump to the definition of this multiply function. So control will directly jump down here on multiply function. Again, void means this function return type of, first we write the return type of function. What is return type? Void. So means this function will not return anything. Then multiply is the name of the function, and then in parenthesis parameter. So int a, first parameter is num1. So num1 contains 12. So 12 is passed to this. So a contains now 12. Num2 contains 12. So now b will also contain 12. So first parameter value will be assigned to this a, and second parameter value will be assigned to this b. So both of these a and b contains 12. Then in the body of this function we are displaying multiplication is equal to, so multiplication is equal, and then we are multiplying these a and b. A contains 12, b contains 12. 12 into 12 which is equal to 144. So 144 is printed here. After now our closing braces of this multiply function, so the control will jump back here where it was. Now in the next statement we are written a break statement. So break statement will take the control out of the switch state, out of the body of this switch statement. So after the body of this switch statement, the control will come here down, and here we are, our program is terminating. So press N key to continue. So guys, this is a simple program for calculator. We can also use float variables here if you also want to add floating numbers. Instead of int, we can write float data type here, or long data type here. If you want to bigger number, then you can use long data type here. Double, long double you can use. Okay guys, this is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe Programming Languages. Goodbye.